The O. Henry Playhouse presents Wit's End. O. Henry rarely remained very long in one place. However, New York City was the exception. He loved its streets, its people. He understood its heartbeats, and because of the many friends he made, he occasionally found himself part of a problem which had nothing to do with his work. For example, one such incident concerned Chuck Nelson, light heavyweight champion of the world. And because of it, O. Henry eventually wrote Wit's End.
Chucky boy, just take it easy, that's all, kid. This'll make you feel better. Forget about the fight. He just got lucky, that's all. Could happen to anybody. Comes to rematch, you put him away for good. Next time's gonna be different. You wait and see.
There isn't gonna be any rematch, Manny.
But our contract guarantees it. It says that... you're just discouraged, kid. Okay, wait, tomorrow'll be another day.
I'm not gonna fight Tiger Cole again. I'm never gonna climb into a ring again. I'm through.
Mind if I join you? Mind if I join you?
Oh, Manny, sit down, yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Order anything you like.
That poor kid alone. Asking the same questions every day. What are you trying to prove?
As soon as I finish this paragraph, Manny, then we can talk.
What are you doing, write another story?
Trying to. There. What'd you say?
Look at his bum. He ain't a sports writer. He's a troublemaker. Look what he says there.
Why'd you have your fighter make a statement?
Why should he? It ain't any of their business. You know, a lot of guys retire and then they've got a bunch of fellas hounding them all the time. He didn't kill nobody, you know. Chuck didn't kill anybody. This is just a thing with him. That's all. He don't want to fight no more. So what? That's such a crime?
Look, Manny, why climb all over me? I don't care if your boy never says anything.
I'm sorry. It just makes me sore the way they keep tearing them apart every day, needling them, jabbing them all the time like they're trying to line them up for a kill. It ain't fair.
You're just upset. In a little while, something new will happen in the sports world, and Chuck Nelson will be yesterday's headline.
Yeah, but in the meantime, they're trying to make a big thing out of nothing. They're just going to wind up hurting a nice guy.
Manny, why did your fighter decide to retire suddenly?
Who knows? I'm as surprised as the next fella. I'm telling you, I'm trying to figure out every angle. I keep coming up with a handful of nothing. I'm telling you, Henry, I'm at wit's end. What are you writing down there now?
Just want to remember what you said. Wit's End might make a fine title.
Why don't you stop kidding? I got troubles up to here, and you're making with jokes. Oh, Henry, you got to give me a hand.
What kind of a hand?
Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I figured the kid's discouraged because he blew the title. So I figured it'll all pass away. And I lined up a bunch of exhibition bouts in South America, Mexico, and believe me, this is easy money. I figure the kid will grab at it. I go in there telling him he don't even blink an eyelash when he says no. I get to thinking about you, and that's why I'm here.
Go on.
Look, Henry, you meet all kinds of people, you know, from both sides of the street. And if anybody can find out what's bothering them, it's you. See, and then you tell me, you give me the lowdown, and I know how to handle it from then on.
But, Manny, I don't know much about prize fighters. Besides, I've got to find an ending for my story. Maybe some other time, huh?
Some other time could be too late. Look, Henry, I'm asking you like a friend. Just meet my boy, that's all, and see if you can help him.
All right. I'm positive nothing will come of it, but if it'll make you feel better, let's go.
Gee, that's swell. Oh, he's the greatest. And you know something else? That Chucky got a wonderful family. His wife, Carolyn, is tops in any weight class, and they got a little boy, Bobby, the greatest kid you ever saw. You're gonna love that Nelson family.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
Now I'd like to kind of fill you in on my little plan.
What plan?
Well, I figure that when you get Chucky alone, you know, if you want to study him, the two of you should be by yourself. So after I introduce you, I'll figure some way to get out of the house and leave the two of you all alone.
Hey, you know, it might help matters if you stop figuring.
Yeah, sure. Oh, here's a place right here. Hey, just a second, O. Henry. You know, Chuck's been kind of edgy since the fight, so if he gets kind of salty, don't let it throw you. Oh, hiya, Chucky boy. We was in the neighborhood. I thought we'd drop in and say hello. Shake hands with my friend, Mr. O. Henry.
I'm pleased to know you, Mr. O. Henry. Won't you come in?
Thank you.
You know something? I like this room better every time I come in it. I'm telling you, that wife of yours, that Carolyn, she did a great job here. You know something? She's a regular artist with this stuff. Hey, where is she?
Oh, she went downtown to do some shopping. She ought to be home any minute now.
Oh, where's Bobby? Where's my boy?
Oh, he's outside playing. I promised to take him and a few of his friends, you know, out to Coney Island this afternoon. I guess he's rounding them up.
Well, hey, maybe I better go out and get him, huh? You know, just in case. I want him to say hello to my friend, Mr. O. Henry. I'll be right back.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
You know, I heard a great deal about you, Mr. O. Henry.
Well, I've heard a lot about you, too. Manny's quite fond of you.
Yeah, we've been together since I was 15. Besides being my fight manager, you know, he's been sort of the father I never had. But you can't believe anything he might say about me because through his eyes I could do no wrong.
I gather that when he began to talk about you. You know, Manny tells me you've decided to retire.
Yeah. You know, I'm getting ready to, you know, relax and enjoy life. Travel a bit. Live each day as it comes. Who knows, I might even get around to reading some books.
Sounds wonderful. Sometimes I wish I could retire.
Yeah, but why? I mean, you got no pressure in your business. You never have to take a beating.
Physically, no, but once in a while I get stuck for an idea or an ending. Then the mental beating is quite brutal.
Yeah.
Come on, you kids, break it up. What are you doing here? Come on, get dropped up on your feet. What's the matter with you, Bobby? You know you're not supposed to fight out in the street. What started all this?
His big mouth. All week he's been asking for trouble, and today he got.
Oh, come on, that's enough. What'd he say?
I don't want to repeat it, Uncle Manny.
All right, now, I'm calling this bout a draw. And you, kid, go on home. Tell your mother she wants you.
Yeah,
Go on. Come on, that's enough. What's the matter with you, Bobby?
Very interesting, Chuck. But won't you miss fighting?
Not a bit. Do you know how long I've been boxing, Mr. O. Henry? Started as an amateur when I was 16. Now I'm 33 years old. That's a long time to be eating leather as a steady diet.
If it happened to me, I'd want to change the menu after the first round.
Here he is, the new champ.
Hey, what happened? Well, now, look, that'll teach you not to fight with more than one boy at a time.
There wasn't more than one.
Well, you kidding? Wait. You spotted the kid at least 6 inches in height, and you gave him a weight edge of 25 to 30 pounds. In my book, that's the same as fighting two guys anytime.
There you have a perfect example of how Manny can explain away his fighter's problems. Who are you fighting with, Bobby?
Tommy Graham.
Tommy, he's your best friend. What started the ruckus?
You. Ever since the newspaper stories, all the fellows at school have been kidding me. And up to today, he didn't mind. But when Tommy told me his father said the reason you wouldn't fight Cole again was that you were afraid, I hit him.
Doesn't sound like a very good reason for fighting with your best friend.
Yes, it is, Dad. You're not afraid. I ain't gonna fight anybody you think you are.
Look, we better get you cleaned up before your mother gets home. Excuse us, we won't be very long.
How's it going?
Very nice. He's an interesting man.
Hey, he's interesting, but how about the fighting? Why'd he quit?
I guess because he was just tired of fighting.
How do you like that? Tired of fighting? That's like saying you're tired of making money. Don't make any sense.
It makes a great deal of sense, Manny.
Oh, Carolyn. Say, this is Chucky's wife. Hiya, Carolyn. Say hello to Mr. O'Henry here.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
very happy to meet you.
Are you the O. Henry?
Sure, you know me, Carolyn. I don't travel around with nobody unless they're a champ in their class.
To Manny, everything in the world can be reduced to a boxing term.
What's the matter with the way I talk? Gee, I ain't met nobody yet who couldn't understand me. How come you're knocking boxing?
You know better than that. Boxing has been very good to us. Chuck's worked hard at his business, and we've managed to save a good deal of money. But now it's all over.
Well, I take it you approve of his retiring.
Oh, absolutely. No more calories to worry about. No more fears about his getting hurt. And no more long training camp separations. Do you realize, Mr. O. Henry, that in the 13 years Chuck and I have been married, he's been away from home at least half that time? Either training for a fight or barnstorming around the country. Why, Chuck's been more like a boarder than a husband. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad he's home.
Why this decision to retire so suddenly?
Well, I hadn't thought about it. Oh, I guess, like any successful man, the day comes when he wants to rest on his laurels. Enjoy the fruit of his labor.
Yeah, sounds swell, but if this is right, how come he ain't happy?
I'm sure he would be, if the sports writers would stop clamoring for a rematch.
I understand exactly what you mean.
Thanks. By the way, where is Chuck?
He's got Bobby out there in the other room. He's getting them cleaned up.
Oh, well, then I'd better go prepare their lunch, or I'll never hear the end of complaints if I'm the reason they're late for Coney Island. Will you excuse me?
Certainly.
Go figure that out.
Now, you've got nothing to figure out, Manny, but I'll tell you something. I'd better figure out an end for my story.
Why don't you just say, the end? Hey, that's a good one. The end? I'm laughing, but I ain't happy.
Now blow. That's the fire.
Sorry I got in a street fight, champ.
Hey, look, how many times I gotta tell you, don't call me champ, huh?
Oh, gee, Dad, don't you understand? To me, you still are the champ. When you fight Cole again, you'll be the champ to everyone else, too, including Tommy's father.
Now, look, Bobby, why is it so important I fight Cole again, huh?
I don't know. Just because everybody thinks you ought to. You're going to, aren't you, Dad? All the newspaper talk is just doing what Uncle Manny says, right?
What does Uncle Manny say?
The papers are building a gate, getting all the people real anxious to see the rematch.
So like I was saying, O. Henry, I figure, the kid is going to snap out of it. So maybe I'll line up a couple of exhibition bouts or something and kind of keep them stashed away in my pocket. Kind of like a little surprise. Just in case he gets the itch to fight again. Think that's a good idea?
It's a stinking idea. Now, look, you gotta get it through that thick skull of yours that I'm through. I'm finished. I don't want to hear any more talk about fighting. Can't you understand?
But champ, all I'm
Don't drop the champ line. I mean, you even got Bobby saying it. And stop filling his mind with lies. It's tough enough without having you make it worse.
What's wrong, kid? What's happened?
Nothing's happened. Just do as I say. Stop talking about rematches and exhibition bouts.
Boy, there's something eating you up inside. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, you better spit it out because it's going to keep coming up till it chokes you.
All right, Manny, I'll give it to you straight. You want to know why I want to quit fighting?
Of course I want to know.
Because I'm 33 years old and I'm tired. In our business, you're an old man at 26. I stretched it for 7 years beyond that point. Now I figure it's time I was put out to pasture. I mean, everything would be all right if you and them lousy newspaper guys would leave me alone.
Look, kid, we've been together a long time, It's going on 20 years. We've had the good, we've had the bad. One thing we never had between us was a lie. And don't put one there now.
Now, look. Do you have any idea what it's like to swallow your own blood? Or worry about a punch blinding you for life? I mean, I'm not a kid anymore, Manny, and every punch, every time I get hit, it hurts me right down to my toes. How many more do you think I could take? I mean, look how easy Tiger Cole handled me. What more proof do you want? I'm all
you didn't
washed
fight
up.
Tiger Cole only in that first round, that's
Manny.
all. He didn't beat you, you did that yourself. Kid, look, if I had any idea you was washed up, I'd have made you quit a long time
Manny,
ago.
please, look, you don't understand. Manny, I'm afraid. I mean, I've turned yellow.
and me is like flesh and blood. Now he got a bee in his bonnet that he's yellow, and just 'cause I ain't got brains enough to talk him out of it, I gotta stand by and watch him ruin himself and everybody else that loves him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he has to be made to fight again.
But he lost his confidence. You heard him.
You suppose there's any way you can get it back for him, at the same time permit him to retain his title?
You just talking or you serious?
Did you ever hear of Noddick?
Noddick? What is it?
First time I saw Noddick was down south. The moment it becomes damp, it hardens into a cement-like substance. Now, if we could fill his gloves with Noddick, Chuck would win the fight.
Nah, he wouldn't do that. Chucky ain't that kind of a man.
Well, it's up to you to persuade him. Some coffee, please. Will you have something?
No, nothing for me.
Just one. Hmm?
You sure you could get some of this Noddick?
Positive. And I can have a pair of gloves filled with it in your dressing room the night of the fight. Providing, of course, you can convince Chuck to use them.
Oh, I'll try. I'd use a gun if it would help.
Good. Now, if you don't mind, I still need an end for my story. Remember?
Yeah, you need an end and I need a miracle. I'll see you later.
I can't, Manny. I just can't.
But you got it, kid. You can't let me down.
I know, but if this stuff works like you say it does, I could hurt the tiger for keeps.
You ain't gonna hurt him. Takes a couple of rounds before the stuff hardens up. Then one punch, zoink, the whole thing is over. You're champion again. Then if you want to quit, you're on top of the heap.
I know, but I can't, Manny. I just can't do it.
Look, why don't you stop thinking about yourself for a while and start thinking about your family? You got any idea what you did to that little kid this afternoon? It was like dragging the ground out from under him. I ain't saying nothing 'cause it's for you alone. You know, just for you, the two of us, anything is all right. But you got to give this kid back his belief, or you might as well take a gun and blow his brains out, because the damage couldn't be no worse.
I don't know what to do. I just don't know.
Just trust me, that's all. Nobody'll know. I swear, nobody'll know. You got to say yes, Chuck. You got to use this Noddick, because there's too much at stake, and too many people can get hurt forever.
All right, Manny. You call the commissioner. You tell him I'm ready to sign for a rematch.
You men agreed when you signed articles for this championship fight that there'd be no fouling, no gouging, no elbow blows, no low blows, and no wrestling. Now, you still want to fight under those conditions?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, go to your corners. When the bell rings, come out and shake hands before you start fighting.
Don't give him a chance to sit, champ. Catch him quick and we go home early. What's the matter, kid? a little later. Everybody gets the story later on. That's you did it again. You're champagne. You're on top of the world, kid.
Cut the laces, Manny. Get them off my hands right away. Come on, come on!
Hey, there you are, O. Henry. I've been looking for you for a week.
Been in Philadelphia. Got back this afternoon. Sit down, Manny.
Yeah.
Tell me how the Nelson family are getting along.
Oh, gee, that's why I've been looking for you. Things is worse than before.
Why? Everything happened just as I said it would.
Yeah, except that Chuck is going crazy, remembering how he won back the championship. Tomorrow he wants to go to the commissioner and spill the whole story.
Really?
How can you just sit there and say really? If they find out what was in his glove, it could disgrace him for life.
That wouldn't be so good, would it? Suppose we go around and have a nice little talk with Chuck.
All right, but it ain't gonna help.
Well, at least we can give it a try.
So that's the whole story, Mr. O. Henry. Every time I walk down the street and people congratulate me, my whole stomach turns over. I wanted the love and the respect of my family, but I got it the wrong way. I'm not a champ. I'm a cheap fraud. Tomorrow I'm going to the commissioner and tell him the whole story.
If you regain the title because you were crooked, then you should tell the commissioner. But, as I see it, you won because you were the better man.
But I just got through telling you. That phony glove you've got there is filled with Nodic.
I know that. Matty, let me have your pocket knife. You know what Nodic is, Chuck?
Sure, after it hardens, a guy could punch a hole in a wall.
I doubt that. There's your Nodic, Chuck. Take a good look at it. Because Nodic, spelled backwards, is C-O-T-T-O-N. Plain, ordinary cotton. You see, you lost your confidence. When Manny told you about Nodic, he did you a favor. He made you think you couldn't lose, and you fought as if you believed that. And you won.
Carolyn. Bobby, come here. I feel like celebrating. How about the three of us going out to dinner, huh?
Gee, Champ, Dad, that's a deli of an idea.
Writing another story?
Mm-hmm.
What's this one about?
Fight manager. I just finished it. I call it Wit's End.
Hey, that could be about me.
Could be, Manny. Could be.